Jeff and Jeremy. It's like a radiogasm.
I said, hey, babe, check it out on the podcast.
Apple Podcast, Google Podcast,
and Spotify.
All this is going viral.
Tomorrow, we're doing another Jeff and Jeremy happy hour. What did you want to rename it to? And that got vetoed, by the way.
14 at 5?
14 at 5. We got a 14-pack of beer we're going to try to drink tomorrow at 5 o'clock. If you want to watch that happen, tune into our YouTube page. Watch us on Facebook. We're going to be on the KZOZ Facebook and the Jeff and Jeremy Facebook, hopefully. But KZOZ on YouTube. Nobody is subscribed to this. It is kind of new. I mean, there's a handful of people. I don't know, 50. Go subscribe to that. Hit the little bell notification so when we do one of these live videos, because we do a lot of giveaways that way, you could win. Like tomorrow night, we're going to be giving away 14-pack of beer, as well as the virtual tickets to go to Brew at the Zoo this year so you can watch Bear Market Riot. I mean, you get a couple friends over. I mean,
well, and I get it, okay?
And you're drinking craft microbrews, so nobody calls them microbrews anymore. So you don't need to drink 14 yourself or even 7. You could get 3 or 4 people over. Have some beers, watch Bear Market Riot, do the Brew at the Zoo.
People don't call them microbrews anymore?
I think it's just craft brews. Nobody uses microbrew
Why
anymore.
not? Why was that? Why is that term scourged within the industry?
Derogatory, small.
How many brewers are going to be on there?
People don't want to be called small. Trust me.
How many beer people are we going to have on that thing tomorrow with us?
We have a lot. We have Fig Mountain Brewery. We have Wild Fields.
Tent City. Okay.
Tent City's going to be on.
We're going to ask those folks why the term micro is no longer thrown about as if it was 1998.
And I feel like they're going to answer it like they don't want to say the wrong thing, which is really going to bum me out. I really want them to be honest with us. I feel like they're going to say, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with that." Because everybody's so sensitive.
Because I think
I'm gonna push them on. Say, no, there is something wrong with it. I want to know why.
Can we get some
balance? I
balance?
Want the true, honest. Come on, don't worry about hurting somebody's feelings.
If we weren't so Central Coast woke, we would make this the poll question, but we have another one lined up for you a little bit later.
What's that mean, woke?
Central Coast woke.
What's woke?
Aware? Aware, yeah. Aware of your surroundings.
Is that a word, or is it one of those words that you just...
It's the
like
word.
Awoke.
No, woke is the term for paying attention to social issues, being abreast of social issues. So we have some social issues in the poll question today. But I would like to make that the poll question. Which would you rather do? Maybe we'll do that tomorrow since we're doing the happy hour thing.
Yeah, we're going to get Terry on from the city of Tascadero.
And say, which do you prefer when referring to higher end beers, microbrew or craft beer, or a mixture of both? It wouldn't be bad to have a mixture of both.
What's a microbrew? What's a craft beer?
Same
thing.
To me, I would like to have a mixture of both. All right. Because I don't want to be shunned.
How are you doing today?
In Jeremy's mind for saying microbrew because he said, "Oh, nobody says that anymore."
How you doing today?
I'm doing okay.
Got a lot of feedback from the Jordan Cunningham interview we did last week and then replayed yesterday.
It's kind of interesting because Slow still in the going to follow the CDPH on that one, but Santa Barbara County immediately last week. They came out and they said no, we're not doing that. Families can go to the games.
And what we're talking about here is that they're only going to allow this whatever the hell it's called. This new rule is that only one parent can go watch their kids play soccer or any sport for that matter. Only one spectator per family. But you can take your whole family and you can sit outside on the patio of a restaurant, or you can go inside the restaurant now. All the whole family together. But you can't go and sit on the sidelines or on a bleacher and
I think from a bureaucratic standpoint,
that doesn't make sense, though.
It's better for whoever the entity is, if the county, for the county to come out and say, we're gonna follow the guidelines of the CDPH and then just never enforce it, as opposed to what Santa Barbara's doing, and that is. No, we're not going to enforce it. It's better just to say you're going to do it and then don't do it than it is to actually say you're not going to do it and basically give a big FU to the government entity.
Let's see, Morro Bay Stacy, sexy voice Stacy. She says yes, thank you.
For what?
She just appreciated us having him on, apparently, and agreed with what we were saying. She says, I like everything he's saying. There was another text from her. Willie says he's a good man. Jordan's a good man. I really think he is a good man. And then we didn't get a chance because we pre-taped this, to ask about the dunes. I'd really like to talk about the dunes. I mean, they're going to shut the dunes down.
You want a weekly segment with Jordan Cunningham?
No, maybe monthly.
Probably got political aspirations.
Maybe monthly. I don't want to take up his time
talking to us.
But I'm just curious about the dunes, and I don't know enough about it. I need to look into it, and I will, and then we'll talk about it. But I know that they're going to eliminate people driving on the dunes over the next course of several years. And pretty soon, what are we going to do with the dunes? We can't go out there and camp out there anymore. We can't.
Bird habitat.
We can't. Huh?
Bird habitat.
No. And people say it's because of the dust that it draws up, but the dust on a day when they had the dunes closed due to the pandemic from the wind off the ocean was just as bad, and that was in the news. So I don't know. I mean, I guess it's too bad when you lose something like that and you decide to live right there and make these decisions and then complain about it.
Well, when the economy goes to crap and everybody.
It was like the other night they were
to North County. I'll be sitting on a nice little pile of money. And
they ran a story on KSBY about Santa Maria and the farmers and the bird cannons. Did you hear about this? These bird cannons.
Oh, I want to get one of those for the studio.
Yeah, they're propane and they bang. God, I'll pee my pants. I get so jumpy as it is.
I really want one of those. That's the first thing I thought of was we got to get one of those at work.
And but anyways, people were complaining about the noises, but then other people that were living right next to them said, yeah, it makes the dog go crazy, it makes the baby wake up. But we're okay with it because we decided to move here to this neighborhood. We knew we were right next to an agricultural field, and if it means they don't have to use pesticides on the produce, then we're all for that. And I thought, yes, dude, I want to shake your hand because you knew exactly what you were doing, where you were going, what you were investing when you bought a house in that neighborhood right next to that ranch, and you still did it. And I appreciate that as just a member of the community that, cancel culture is not going to cancel farms and like they're canceling dunes. But I know not everybody's going to agree with that, but change my mind. 805-543-3693. You can call, you can text. All right, let's have some fun, shall we? We'll be right back.
Whoa! Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Jeff and Jeremy, we got your hookup for the China Peak. China Peak Ski Pass, Day Pass. Yes, we've got actually both. You can text the word ski to 805-543-3693 and try to win yourself a 2021-22 season pass, which you can also use this spring, too. So it's like a pass and a half. And then we'll have a day pass that we'll give away just after 8 o'clock this morning. Make sure you're with us.
I wanted to do a game a long time ago on Wednesdays. Maybe today's a good day to introduce this game, except for I don't know how you'd format it. We do have a lot of stuff to give away later on, though. Wormhole Wednesday, and that's because so many times out of the week, like, how you ask Siri for everything, you just want the answers?
Yeah, she's kind of good.
I get the answers, and then it takes me down a path. It takes me down a path of, like, I will spend a long time on the internet getting distracted.
Going down the rabbit hole, as they say?
Yeah, wormhole is what.
Oh, you use wormhole?
Well, that's what the term is referred to. Internet wormhole. At least that's what they said in that study that I was quoting yesterday, when they said that 5 times a day we're looking up things that we want the answers to. How many hours we spend a year in the internet wormhole on average? I'd say less. Me, probably more.
No, I mean, I get on YouTube wormholes.
Yeah, YouTube is the one that really
I get on all kinds. I would say hours. How many hours are in the 24? Let's say we spend a whole day.
More.
35
hours a year.
Almost 2 days.
In an internet wormhole.
Day and a half.
Yeah.
Anything over a day and a half to me is almost 2 days.
Anything over 26 hours is 2 days.
Well, yeah. 25.
It's about 8 minutes 5 times per week. No, I'm way over that 35 hours if that's the case. If it's only 8 minutes 5 times a week, I mean, daily at work, I will get sucked down a path.
I will be, let's say, on Facebook, and I'll be scrolling through, and I'll see some kind of video, and I'll click on it, and it opens a video page. And then after that video plays, another video plays that has something in common with that video. And I've noticed before that a half hour, 40 minutes has gone by, and I'm still watching these videos. And I'm like, what the hell just happened? 805-543-3693. Have you ever been taken down the internet wormhole, as Jeff likes to call it?
Wake up. Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Just reading the Dr. Oz. Dr. Oz is going to host Jeopardy.
But that's not permanently, right?
No, it's just
Because
it says he's going to take over. What's it say here? It says he's going to take over his host. It didn't say guest though.
Here is the guest host of Jeopardy, Dr. Mehmet Oz.
It is such an honor to be a guest host. I was fortunate to become friends with Alex and visited him and the show as often as I could. One of my favorite memories was of Alex showing me with immense pride a room full of letters of support and love for him, from you, from his fans. And of all of his achievements, he was most proud of his connection with all of you at home.
That's a nice story to share. So, have you been watching any of the Dr. Oz type hosts? Aaron Rodgers, Katie Couric, during this time of Jeopardy? I've only seen the guy that won.
I'm not watching any Jeopardy since Alex Trebek.
Oh, really?
Alec Trebek.
Alex
Trebek?
Yeah, it's Alex. You don't even know that he has an X on his name?
How quickly I forget.
Jeez. So
Very
embarrassing. You could never be the guest host.
Very, very insensitive.
So, yeah. I mean, so I didn't get a chance to see any of the Aaron Rodgers stuff, which was too bad. I did see Katie Couric, and it was very dry. But so far, I mean, I don't know what that dude does that won. Ken Jennings, he was great. I mean, if you think about it, he was perfect for this because he was a protege of Alex Trebek, if you think about it, because he, would watch the show and he only knew Alex Trebek, and he learned everything about the show through Alex Trebek, which I'm sure Katie and Aaron and everybody else like Dr. Oz did as well, but they're also used to being on TV a little bit. They're used to being in the spotlight. This guy learned everything, his mannerisms. It's very similar, but different than Alex. And I thought it was pretty good.
He was on TV for a long time. If you remember, he was on for like 80 days.
As a contestant.
As a contestant, which I guess in filming time is more like,
But he probably spent more time with Alex Trebek than anyone, as far as that is guest hosting. So
yeah, that's true.
Anyways, look for Dr. Oz.
How much do you think Dr. Oz and Aaron Rodgers and Katie Couric were hanging out with Alex Trebek? Not very often, probably, right? Anderson Cooper seemed like he was there quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, of course. Katie Couric, what is she doing? Not a fan. Never liked her. I always said she was kind of fake.
I think she has a Disney series now, like on Disney Plus.
Okay. All right, cool. We got a poll question we're working on. We got to get to it coming up. We also have Dumbass of the Day on the way.
Yes. Environmentalists versus people that like to save money. That's fun, isn't it?
This is the big poll question today, brought to you by SurfNet Communications. That's on the way, plus Dumbass is next.